I am from EC. Today we are going to discuss some basic operations and commands in MATLAB. Starting with a vector with 10 elements, we can add a 3 to each and every element of A and create a matrix X, 5FA matrix X. We can separate the rows by putting a semicolon, and we can multiply two matrices, corresponding elements of the two matrices, by putting a full stop in front of asterisk mark, and we can also delete a particular row or a column from a matrix by equating it to the empty parenthesis. Going to the second question, line space will divide a length into equal parts. Cos x is the inbuilt function in MATLAB, and we can also add a title to the graph. Let's run this program, and y1 and y2 are to the. You can also add a audio to. You can also include an audio in MATLAB. Handle.mat is an inbuilt audio file, and this is the format of filling and saving an audio file. And second one, you can get a matrix like this. This is the graph of the signal, cos function, sin function. You can also get x label and y label. You can also get two different colors from two different graphs, and that's it. You can go to the third question. Third question is about the quadratic equation. Quadratic equations can be solved with MATLAB by simply getting a minus b plus or minus b square minus 2ac 4ac by 2a, and inputs are given. Let's run this program. A1, let's give 5, 1, 5 and 6. We get a graph. We also wait, it's not, I think. Let's run this program once again, and 1, 5, 6. You get a graph, and this is the graph of this equation. So the roots of x1, the roots can also be found. X1 equals to this and x2 equals to this. So it's very simple. It's getting simple by using MATLAB. Going to the fourth question, repellum. Repellum is a function which repeats the matrices in matrix of x in 3 into 3 matrices, and x1 arithmat is a function which repeats we can adjust the number of repetitions in rows and columns separately. I is an identity function of 2 indicates 2 into 2 square matrix, 2, 3 indicates 2 rows and 3 columns, 0 is a all function, all elements in a matrix are 0, and 1 indicates all elements in the matrix are 1. 3 into 3, 3 indicates that 3 rows and 3 columns. Rand function is a function which picks variable constants from randomly. 4, 5 indicates 4 rows and 5 columns. Here reshape, by using reshape function we can change row to column and columns to row. Cat indicates that we can attach the two matrices, and horizontal cat indicates we can attach two matrices horizontally, and vertical cat indicate is a function which attaches two matrices vertically. Diag is a function which creates a diagonal matrices with the given elements as diagonal elements, and flip LR flips the matrices from left to right, and flip PUD flips the matrices from upside down. ROT90 will rotate a matrix 90 degrees anti-clockwise direction. It will change the column matrix to row matrix, and randi is also a function which picks random variables, random constants, but it picks only integer values. Permute will permute the matrices, like 3 to 1 is the third dimension, second dimension, first dimension in the row, column, and pages. And going to the circ shift is shift the elements in the matrices circularly, and length of M1 indicates the length number of elements, and size indicates the size indicates the size of the matrix M, and NDIMS is the number of elements, number of dimensions in a matrix. NUMEL is the number of elements in a matrices. EasEmpty is a function which finds whether a matrix is empty or not. And going to the fifth question, going to the fifth question, this is a while loop. Unless and until this statement goes wrong, this loop will continue. If this statement gets false, it will end up here. And this is a for loop. Here the value of A changes from 1 to 4 with a separation of 0.5, and this is nested for loop, nested for if loop. And here mod C, 3 means it will give a reminder when C is divided by 3, and K1, K2, this is a nested if loop. Fprintf is a function, so we can add %d, which can be done in display function. So switch loop, and this is a nested switch. Here this value will correspond to will direct to the case of this corresponding value, and that's it. These are the 6 questions given in the lab session. Finally done.